Hi, I'm Rich Brown, and this is the Dell XPS One 27. So this is Dell's brand new 27-inch all-in-one. It's actually a new version of a model that came out earlier this year. The big difference with this one is it comes with Windows 8, it has a touchscreen, and it has a new adjustable stand on the back. This is an outstanding all-in-one for a couple reasons, but primarily it's that its resolution is higher than any other 27-inch Windows-based all-in-one on the market. At 2560 by 1440, it's higher than all the other 1910 by 1080 all-in-ones out there. Now you'd expect that a high-resolution monitor and a big screen like this would not be cheap, but Dell is actually highly competitive on price also. The starting price for this unit is $1399 without a touchscreen. Once you go up to the baseline touch unit, it's $1599, and the pricing scales all the way up to about $2,500. This model is the $1999 midpoint model, comes with a Core i7 CPU, a higher-end graphics card, and more memory and a larger hard drive. Although this one is actually going to be $2199 thanks to a Blu-ray drive, although that option won't be available until December. It has edge-to-edge glass, so the bezel won't get in the way of your input, and in general it's just a smooth touch experience. It seems like there's a coating on the screen that gives it sort of a smartphone quality to it, and it's a lot smoother and more responsive than we've seen from other all-in-ones. Now it does of course come with a wireless mouse and keyboard. The keyboard in particular feels nice and sturdy. So from this angle you can see the stand here. It's got a couple hinge points. So you can angle it up like this, goes back to about 60 degrees, as well as move it up and down. Now this makes it easier to use the touch input if you're, say, standing in front of it or you just want to quickly interact with the PC. It's not quite the full 90-degree recline that we've seen from other all-in-ones, which actually can be kind of useful. But overall, this is not a bad sacrifice, especially given how easy it is to adjust the stand. So while we're on the side of the system, we can show off the Blu-ray drive here. It's a nice slot loader. And then on this side, you can see there's a couple ports. You've got two USB 3s, analog, as well as an SD card input. Now for ports on the back, it's a little bit clunky because the stand does kind of get in the way here. It's only really kind of awkward with the power cable, and you can adjust the screen enough so it's not that big a deal. Over here, though, you've got a couple more USB 3 ports. There's 4. There's an Ethernet input. There's also an HDMI input and output, which lets you use the Dell with other home video devices. Over here, there's a digital audio output, which is great. And you will see a coax TV tuner jack, but that's actually not going to be available here in the States. It's only here because this is a pre-production model that Dell agreed to send us ahead of time. So depending on what price point you pick up for this system, you'll find different CPUs and other different components inside. This particular model was a fast performer, one of the fastest Windows 8 all-in-ones we've seen so far. It can play games, it handles Photoshop, pretty much any consumer level task you can throw at it, it's not going to be a problem. Regardless of its internal hardware, the star of the system really is its high-resolution display. For that reason alone, this is the best Windows 8 all-in-one around, and that's why it's an Editor's Choice winner. So I'm Rich Brown. This is the Dell XPS One 27.